up, everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Better podcast. This is episode 54, part 2.
50,
That's right.
Yeah, so now it's 55 because they're going to show it over 2 weeks. So I got to give you the greatest 55s of all time, Paul. Of all time.
Okay.
Number 1, Junior Seau, the great Charger.
Rest his soul.
Yeah, rest his soul, former New England Patriot. Oral Hershiser, Paul. You want to talk about a guy who didn't fold under pressure. You want that guy on the hump. Dikembe Mutombo, Paul. Get that shit out of here. And the last one is the great Willie McGinnis, who still looks like he could play today. That's it.
I was in Pittsburgh last week. By the way, thanks, dude. So many Anything Better fans came out to see me at the Improv, so thank you for that.
Dude, how great is the city of fucking Pittsburgh?
In my top 5, one of the most underrated and underappreciated. Pittsburgh is like the veteran, the coming home veteran of cities.
No, they get comeback player of the year
Dude,
of this century, dude. I've been going there for 20 years. 20 years ago, that place was like depressing, and all you could see was, man, they used to make shit here. And now it's a thriving metropolis. It's but they kept all the good shit. A lot of the good shit. Anyway, a lot of the food spots and all that. I'm talking like I grew up there, but I'm just saying there was a real. What I like about that place is there's still like Pittsburgh people there. They didn't seem like they all got squeezed out. Watch all the emails I get. Oh, actually,
no, dude, I
just knocked down Paramis and put a fucking whatever that fucking place is called.
Oh, yeah. Permanis. So, Bartnick and I went to this place that Guy Fieri had on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Guy Fieri did on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And we went in there, and Bartnick told me it was a really good breakfast spot. And it was, but dude, I saw fucking mooses in there, dude. I fucked up on Uber. I called Uber and I got Uber Comfort, but it didn't say new car, more legroom. So this guy shows up in a fucking like a Kia Caravan. And dude, he was so fucking fat, dude. He goes, oh, you don't need your mask, right? He goes, well, you don't need your mask. The mandate got lifted. So, everyone takes the mask off. We're just sitting there. It smelled so fucking disgusting. And this guy's dude, I could smell this guy's fat. I put it back on and I was trying to smell my own fucking breath in the mask to get rid of it. I was so fucking nauseous. And I'm looking at Bartnick.
Oh, and you're in a van, so the windows don't go down?
And Bartnick doesn't fucking smell. I go, Joe, you got, and Bartnick, Bartnick just had that smile. Bartnick's like, I don't think you take the mask off. And I'm going, dude,
Paul, it's Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh. Yeah, baby, we're going to drink tonight. That's what he does.
He goes, yeah, we don't give a fuck, dude. We don't give a fuck here. Right? So,
we only got one show tonight. Yeah, we're going to fucking
Dude, you want to get like a pop after the show? Dude, it's Pittsburgh. We're not like those other fucking. Then he gets mad. Sunday. Then he gets mad. He goes, yeah, we're not like those other fucking bitchy cities. He gets.
Oh yeah.
So, dude, So I get in a Tesla. Uber. This guy was so cool. He was so deep. I want to say he was a middle-aged. I would say middle-aged African-American man. You don't even know what to say anymore, but someone's gonna be like, but he was like a middle-aged dude, and he had this plexiglass up. I didn't know if it was just because he was so private or whatever. So anyway,
are you saying a person of color can't be private?
So no, I was talking like COVID shit, right? Because he had like the
I know, I'm just being an asshole.
Over. Oh, okay. So you know me. I don't like to do it. I try stopping talking to all the drivers because I'm too nice and I get in too deep. I even talk about it on my special. I'll fucking talk to a guy about his kids for fucking 45 minutes. Just drives my wife nuts. So I'm trying to buy a new car after probably a year and I want to go electric. So you know me, I go, hey buddy, you like this Tesla, man? I go, I like the white leather, because he had like white leather. So I go, dude, I like the inside. He goes, yeah, man. It's like, it's really, really nice, really fast. And he's like, I didn't even get the dual. I just got the single and watch this. And he starts going fast. And for some reason, by the time he gets me to my hotel, we start talking about everything that's happened was meant to happen destiny wise. This guy, right? This guy was really educated, super smart guy. And he goes, I got one for you. Since you want to go there, I got one for you. He goes, I believe that people like Elon Musk were meant to be put here for times that they're needed here. And he goes, and my theory is, and this is going to what you said about an asteroid, Bill. He goes, my theory is something will kind of go towards Earth. Something will threaten Earth. And guys like Elon Musk and other people are going to figure out ways to go there and get to space. And the whole point of all this thing will be to kind of do that and stuff. He goes, and then he just goes, hey, man, I know it's a crazy thing, and he was like super nice, but it just made me think of like, holy shit, like there's a real big fucking drop off from Elon Musk to us, but then us below us. Dude, me and you us three are geniuses compared to here, and we're the dumbest people on earth compared to Elon Musk would look at us like we have the mentality of a fucking dog. Like, yeah. Yeah, he would look at us. So it's pretty amazing that guy is fucking gonna colonize Mars, or that's his plan. And there's actually
that's not gonna happen, Paul.
I know, but he's like actually trying to figure out ways that it could, which is crazy.
Why would you do that?
Well, his mentality is why if overpopulation, fucking self-destruction, all that shit, start over on another planet.
With no atmosphere?
Yeah, I mean, I don't fucking know why. I don't know. I mean, listen, dude, that's fucking past
my... At that point, if you could fucking create a phony atmosphere there, why wouldn't you just do it here and close the fucking bubble and not let anybody in and then just watch us all die like you're on the Truman Show?
Yeah, but then all of a sudden we're going to keep fucking and making babies.
Hey, I'm a fucking human too. Let me in.
Guys out there going, what the fuck?
Pissing on it. Dude, this is why, you know what? Smear your shit on the bubble. Smear your shit on the bubble. Smear your shit on the bubble. Like, that's what we would do.
Guys getting hammered, putting their ass cheeks on it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Mushing their dicks up against.
Dude, we should get a fucking blowtorch, right?
Oh,
they would have to start killing us.
That's my favorite thing. What you just said is my favorite thing. Dumb friends sitting around getting drunk, talking about what you need to do. No, here's what I would do. I go to fucking Russia. Okay, we're going fucking 10 p.m. fucking take Putin. It's like, dude.
Dude, I'd show up. I'd be like, hey, Vladdy.
Dude, that fucking prick wouldn't know what hit him. Okay, I fucking free everybody. Vladdy. No, here's what you do. You go.
All you gotta do, you come over there with some Tito's and soda because they love the vodka.
I don't blame.
We're all guilty of it, Paul. We're all guilty of it.
Oh, dude.
The simple solutions. What about me earlier in this podcast? Did you make war illegal? You can't do it. Here you go, Bill. All right, everybody quit the military now. Like anybody would trust anybody. Like one person would keep their guns. Wait a minute. We said time out.
You know what? You got a good heart and you wish it would be that way. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's completely unrealistic.
You know what, Paul? I do have a good heart and I fucking root for people and I don't like seeing people hurting other people. I just don't. I don't mind somebody making fun of somebody. That's where I draw. I draw the line, though, of fucking going in with tanks and missiles, no matter who the fuck is doing it.
How funny would it be if the next Anything Better podcast, there was just a strange family sitting behind Bill? I go, what happened? Yeah, I took him out of a car. I thought about what happened last time.
I put my money where my mouth is.
You have driven a Tesla, Bill?
Yes, with the dual motors in the fucking ludicrous.
Is it the best car you've ever driven?
It's the fastest car.
Is it
the best
smooth?
car? I mean, the best car, Paul. It's got to go all the way across the board.
Well, you said it's the fastest, which means it beats all the other cars you've ever driven. So that's
motorcycle fast, not super bike. Oh, I mean, kind of close to super bike fast. It's fucking, dude, it's ridiculous. My wife put like her feet up and just went, Jesus Christ. I stepped on.
No, dude, the whiplash, it really is like if you're a passenger in a Tesla, you literally, but I went to Lexus to get my car detailed because that's what Bill, I get the car washed once a week, Bill. once a week, detailed and washed. It's one of my favorite things that I do is watch them. It's one of my favorite things, watching all 4 doors open and they take the mats out and I just see vacuuming and rubbing her down.
That's amazing. And you know what, Paul? You keep doing that, and one day when you're living on the ocean will wash your car every single day as it rises up. Dude, my car every day wash.
When I detailed every day, wipe it down.
Wipe it down. Got a fucking starfish right on the hood. You think I give a fuck?
So I went to Lexus and I go, guys, are you guys? I go, I love being here. I love Lexus. I love the car. My wife's got 2 trucks. Had 2. I have 1. I go, anything electric? And I was like, because I'm not going to lie, I'm thinking of going Tesla. And the guy goes, wait. He goes, 2023. He goes, Andrew, pull up Lexus electric. Pull up Lexus's electric car 2023. This is going to be my new ride in about 12 months.
I like that Ford Lightning pickup truck. You seen that?
Yes, dude. That's a beautiful truck.
And then they did the retro one. It's the only front end I don't like on the Fords. There's 2 front ends I don't like. 78, 79, and then those ones from like around 99 or 2000. Did you freeze up, Paul? Or are you saying a prayer?
No, I'm here. No, I'm listening.
All right, there you are. Oh, you were just sitting there like this with your eyes shut.
Oh, no.
It might be me. Andrew, did he freeze up for you or no?
Oh,
he did. Okay. By the way, Andrew, we can finish building my little podcast studio here because my internet thing is fixed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you get a hard
really?
one? Sorry.
No, they just we finally got the from the house to get it out here. Well, I don't know. It's a long fucking story. It's good.
Andrew looked so excited just now. He put his hands up. Really?
Dude, I spent a total of like 24 hours on the phone with Bill's internet company, and a guy came out to the house and he just looked at me. He's like, there's nothing I could do here. I mean, it was a saga.
Oh, did you see Meadow Sopranos commercial for the Chevy Silverado, first electric Chevy truck that's coming out? It was a Super Bowl. Dude, that one, somebody goes, Virzi, there's your big truck electric. I was like, oh shit.
Well, here's the thing. They're gonna
that's it. But can you get the whole car? Do you see what the whole thing looks like?
Like that's the Lexus.
That's yeah, I want to see.
Can I see the front end? Now, this is what they did that was they didn't quite do it.
Oh, what do you mean? It looks almost like the front of it. You don't like it?
Yeah, you know what? I like it better. I like that they pretend that they need a vent.
No, that's a Toyota there, Andrew. The Lexus is the one that you had before it.
Let me see the
No, this is a Toyota. This is not the Lexus. The Lexus.
Well, my thing about that is the battery going to be recyclable because it's going to be due to the environment probably worse than oil. But my thing about it is, well, at least we don't have to fuck with the Middle East and we can leave those people alone then.
Yeah, go to that. Keep it that one. So that right there is the front of it and stuff. I don't know about the weight and all that.
I like it.
I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be it. I even actually think I like the silver. I think I like that color. No?
Let me see the Ford Lightning.
Oh boy. Bill, I'll buy a car and a truck. Think I give a fuck?
I'll jumpstart this economy myself.
Ford Lightning.
I'll tell you what I want to get, Paul.
What?
I want to get an F250, Ford F250 Super Duty regular cab. Have it custom painted because the F250s don't have any good colors. It's white, black, gray, antimatter blue.
What does regular cab mean? No 2-door, no 4-door?
Not even an extra cab. The way a pickup used to look.
2 seats.
Bench. I'm going to have the interior taken out. I'm going to get a bench seat in there like back in the day.
Yeah.
With those old, I don't know if the two-tone looks good on the new ones, but I'm going to pick some sick-ass color from the 70s that I grew up. That's what I would like to do, Paul. But I'm a married man with 2 kids who likes to keep peace.
Is that it? Ooh.
That's a sharp-looking truck, Paul.
Dude, that's all electric?
Yep.
Wow. That's a dude, that looks...
You can tow 10,000 pounds, Paul. And probably still do 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds. Everybody in your trailer behind is going to go flying out the back door.
Can I ask you a question? Why did it take so long for electric? I mean,
Paul, why do you think that is?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
It's almost like the people that run shit had a vested interest in other things. First of all, Paul, a lot of people don't know this. Some people do, but most don't. Maybe part of them don't. I bet maybe everybody does. They had electric cars right in the beginning. When they were making Model T Fords, there were electric cars. And then the gas combustion and the oil guys wanted to make sure that, it was like VHS versus Beta back in the VCR days. They wanted to make sure that they won. So they made this thing showing how dangerous electricity was. And one of their things to show how dangerous it was, they're like, look how powerful it was. And they fucking wrapped a wire around this poor elephant and they electrocuted him to death.
What?
As the thing fucking screamed in agony.
Jesus.
Fucking terrible, dude.
All right. It's Solo Stove, everybody. There's nothing quite like the feeling of gathering around a warm fire on a cool evening. It's actually true. And a smokeless fire pit from Solo Stove. Hey, dude, I'm a fire. We invested a lot in fire stuff, and I love it. And I love the Solo Stove.
No, I'm just laughing because I really believe that. You're like, it's actually true. That came from your heart.
Yeah. And a smokeless fire pit from Solo Stove makes your outdoor moments even more memorable, because instead of having to constantly dodge fire camp fumes, you can sit back, relax, and actually enjoy the fire. And right now, you can get a great deal on a Solo Stove fire pit. Upgrade your backyard with a Solo Stove fire pit. Solo Stove fire pits are brilliantly engineered, made with premium grade 304 stainless steel and a 360-degree airflow system that maximizes efficiency while minimizing smoke. Easy to light with a few bits of starter. Your fire is blazing in minutes. Perfectly portable. Take Solo Stove with you on camping trips and more. Shop now and get up to 30% off fire pits all month long, and use promo code BETTER, BETTER, at checkout and get an extra $20 off, plus lifetime warranty and a free 30-day returns. Just go to solostove.com and remember, you get $20 off when you use promo code BETTER. That is BETTER, BETTER.
All right, it's Helix, everybody. Helix! Not being able to sleep because of today's politics, pandemics, maybe your love life. Helix Sleep has a quiz that takes just 2 minutes to complete and matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress. For who, Paul? For you. Everybody's unique, and Helix knows that. So they have several different mattress models to choose from. They have soft, medium, and firm mattresses. They have mattresses great for cooling down if you sleep hot. Oh, you got a lot of money on the game, Paul. You're rolling around. And even a Helix Plus mattress for all you big boys. So if you're looking for a mattress, you take the quiz. You order the mattress that you're matched to, and the mattress comes right to your door, shipped for free. Paul, this is like a mail-order bride, except she keeps her mouth shut. You don't ever need to go to a mattress store again. Just go to helixsleep.com/better take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't like it. Jesus Christ, Paul. They don't make a hazmat suit for that, in my opinion. But you're going to love it. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/better. That's helixsleep.com/better for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows.
What did you say? Because I was talking to that same guy before we got to Elon Musk is going to save the world by destroying an asteroid. I said to him, my buddy told me about a guy, and I was talking about you. I said, my buddy told me about a guy named Stanley who did a car on water, and they killed him. Is that right?
I don't remember, but that guy that told you about that shit though earlier, that we think we're smart because we're hanging out with mouth breathing morons. That was me. That was a conversation I had with you. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I think I do.
You did the Louis C.K. thing. You fucking remember that joke he had? You tell the story to somebody else, and then you realize you're telling the story to the person that told it to you.
Wait, but which one was it?
That was the one where I was telling you that, people like, I think you were saying you were smart. I'm like, yeah, Paul, to the average guy in a food court. But they're like the people out there that actually, who can design a fucking bridge. Just take a bridge. They can design a bridge that can hold the fucking weight. So all of us mouth-breathing morons could drive over it and not fall into the fucking Hudson River. Isn't like, how far down do you dig? Or the fucking people who made the Ted Williams tunnel that for some reason wasn't wide enough because they fucking skimmed so much money out of there. The fucking
was it significant, Bill? Was it a significant tunnel?
Was it a significant tunnel? Yeah, I don't. How do you put a tunnel under the water and you're not under the water the whole time building it? And they're like, oh no, you go down to the bedrock. How are there's no leaks? Like, what's going on? I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm not as stupid. I know what you're saying, and I know that you were, but I'm not as
you're a dummy.
No, we're not as stupid as you say. No. It's like Elon Musk here, me and you right here.
No. And first of all, Elon Musk, I don't have him in there as an intelligent guy.
What? How?
I don't have him separate. Okay, I agree with you. I don't have him separate because he craves fame, which is a weakness.
I mean, dude,
all of those guys, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Tesla, all of those guys that they got to go on podcasts and fucking hang out and shit. There's a void. There's still a void.
Yeah, but some recognition for doing some incredible shit is not horrible.
You shouldn't need it, Paul. If you're a truly, fully evolved human being,
so look,
you don't need to be going out to the fucking club and being behind a fucking velvet rope as a scientist and having all these young women trying to fucking, jump on your fucking shiny face.
Yeah, but dude, look at us. We run around telling fucking jokes for attention. This guy's sending somebody to fucking Mars. I mean, I'd have a jetpack on, giving everybody the middle finger with my dick out if I fucking even was close.
Exactly. And what does that say about your intellect? I'm saying he's us, Paul. Because here's the thing, Paul. I would cheer you on as you did it. That's my boy with his dick out. We're going to Mars, baby.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That's great.
Paul, the truly intelligent people, I even mean criminals. You never even know who they are.
Dude, Albert Einstein would have done every fucking podcast there is. Alexander Graham Bell, they would. Come on.
He might have. I don't know. But I'll tell you this, Paul.
Like, through the wall, whatever. Yeah. Oh, with the light.
You'd have merch with E equals MC squared on it.
Oh shit!
No, but they, Paul, the truly intelligent people, even criminals, Paul, you never know who they are content to not know. They have nobody know who, and they don't want credit or anything. Like all of those people who sit there and they look at Al Capone, like he was just. I saw somebody do stand up say he was a criminal mastermind. It's like no, they all the really smart mob guys looked at him like he was an idiot. Walking around with a canary yellow suit, talking to the press. That's how his dumbass went to jail.
The
really smart ones
stay quiet,
kept a low profile, Paul, and then they went legit.
That was Frank Lucas. That was a true story in American Gangster. Frank Lucas showed up to the Garden for that Ali fight, and he had a fur coat on, like with a matching fur hat. And the FBI agent goes, who's that guy down there? And he was the only one that they didn't have on their fucking bulletin board. And then he fucking threw the fur coat in the fire because he realized he fucked up. Like mob guys that want to be on.
And I guarantee you, dude, it wasn't just the fur coat. It was the way people around him were looking at him and treating him. They felt his vibe, and then you're done.
Yeah, it's ego for sure. It only
takes one fuck up. Dude, the really smart mobsters, dude, they ended up going legal. They basically got out of doing these scams because all of their illegal scams are legal. You got to get on the legal side of stealing, so then you don't have to stick your money in the walls anymore and drive a lesser car. They saw all the bankers driving down the street, with their big fancy guys, with the big fucking chomping on a fucking cigar, and they had to sit there and act like they were broke so they couldn't, attract attention and shit. They were like, fuck this. Like,
Yeah, you're right. That's
banking
like in the
is just
movie.
legalized loan sharking. Why don't I do that?
Yeah, that was like in the movie Casino when they were all like on the bottom of that restaurant or like market in Kansas City eating meatball. You never knew who the fuck they were. Remo. Nobody knew who the fuck Remo was, but Remo was the one calling the shots.
Yeah, like that Giuliani shit with the 5 families. All of those guys, they lived in modest house and all. You had no idea they were running the fucking city. They could 5 guys could shut the fucking city down if they wanted to.
Remember Remo, Bill? Remember he goes like this? He goes, when Pesci was narrating, and he goes, I mean, this fucking guy, he knew how the ball would bounce on the wood and whose girlfriend got pregnant. And then all of a sudden he walks in the door and Remo sees Ace and he goes, come here. He goes, Oklahoma. He goes, nobody had Oklahoma. And then he calls over Pesci and he goes, you see that guy? Guy's making us a lot of money and he's going to continue to make us a lot of money. He goes, so just make sure you take care. And he goes, okay. He just touched his hand. Nobody had Oklahoma. Nobody had Oklahoma. It's the best. But no, dude, those guys are in a quiet little underground spot. And that's why they got mad at who was the big mob guy? They got mad at because he was like, flashy and he got shot, So yeah, you can't. But dude, listen, it's ego, it's fame. When you're in the news every day and you're walking.
It's a weakness.
It's an insecurity, you think?
For me, it was, yeah. Filling a void. Fuck yeah. And then you get, what's funny? If you keep working on yourself, you get to the other side of it and then you don't need it. And then you can actually really have fun in this business. Because then you're not like chasing it or whatever. You're just doing what you want to do and having fun and helping out, younger people coming up in the business. And, I would love to end my fucking career, Paul. I'd like to go back to Emerson College and become a teacher. And teach like a fucking comedy class and shit like that. And just, and then just tell stories about shit that happened to me. Try to avoid this. Go back to Boston. Get fucking season tickets for all the teams. Show up in my fucking Ford Lightning.
I told Stacy I have a dream. I don't want to jinx it, but there's one venue I want to play. Sell it out and play it once. And then I'm going to walk away and never do it again. And I'm going to go to an ocean house down by the ocean and just be a guy that's lives on the ocean. You would be
a fucking legend if your last gig was sold out MSG in the round. And you go, we all know what the venue is, Paul. Fucking acting like it's some secret. What do you want to play? A Kemper Arena in Seattle?
Dude,
there's one. I love how you tried to be mysterious. There is one place, Bill.
There's one place.
Dude, what you should go. You should do that. Go up to Rayo's. That place where Scorsese has a standing reservation or whatever. That place it's impossible to get into. Is that what's called Rayo's?
Yeah.
Up in Harlem.
Yeah.
You should eat there, and then that's it.
No, I want to take this is what I want to do. I want to perform a sold out MSG. I'll tell you the venue. I can't say it because I'm OCD. I want to perform a sold out venue there. Go down by the water, hop in a helicopter after the gig, and the helicopter take me to my ocean house with a cigar and bottles waiting for me. And I sit there. That's it. And I say good riddance to the business, and that's it. Oh, Bill.
Why would you say good riddance? You should say thank you.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Keep it was positive, Paul.
All
right, here's what I would do.
All right.
I would go back to Nick's Comedy Stop where I started in Boston.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Stop where I started. Because that's one of the number one things people don't think about in this business. All they think about is making it. They don't think how to get the fuck out of it. So you're not hanging around and fucking yanking your face back and doing this shit, right? Just getting the fuck out and being smart with your money. Now, dude, I would, in retiring while you still have your health.
Yes.
I went to a casino recently and there was all these old people, man. And I was looking how cool it was. These old couples that hang out with each other, drinking Rob Roy's and getting themselves a BLT, that old people shit in the middle of the day. Yeah. And I'm like, that's fucking great. But I hate that they had to get that old before they could just do that. I mean, who knows? They could have been doing it for years. I have no idea. But it's like, I don't want to be that old, when you, my wife, your wife are hanging out in some fucking casino or whatever. The thing is, Paul, we got to retire somewhere close to each other.
Well, at the end of the movie credits of my career and your career is just us sitting down in our cigar shop in leather chairs with a game on. And here's how the movie ends. There's a game on and I go, who you got? And you go, I don't know who you got. And I go, I don't know. I'm taking the favorite. And you just go, of course you are. You've been saying that for decades.
Paul, I don't want that just to be a dream.
No, dude, that's
I want that to fucking happen. I would love to have a graceful exit from this shit. You know what I mean? Because I think what I'll probably do is just the best you can get me, because I have to work on some level. I would be sort of I'd maybe just do casino towns at that point.
We said something on this podcast a long time ago. By the way, how great is this episode? I mean, these lucky fucks. I know we missed one, but dude, listen to this. We said a long time ago, if you could sit down and talk to anybody, who would it be athlete wise? And I figured it out. And my answer is I think it's perfect. And it would be Barry Sanders. And I would sit with Barry Sanders and I would go, dude, I got to tell you, when you retired, everybody was like, what's he doing? The record's right in front of him. And I go, you know what, man? You knew that you could look at your grandkids and go, that shit doesn't, I know what I was and what I can do. I also didn't want to fucking destroy my body. I knew I wasn't going to win in that organization. And once Emmitt Smith passed, I knew, like, that guy, Barry Sanders knows exactly what he could do. And he's just like, I'm fucking done. And for me, that is the most gangster exit ever, to be literally the greatest and pretty much in his prime, almost at the top of his game when he left. And he just goes, I'm not doing it. And,
I got another one for you. Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yep. I know that
Marvelous
story.
Marvin Hagler retired after getting, I feel, fucked on that last fight. Right? And then Sugar Ray Leonard kept fighting. And one time, you know, Hagler just retired and went to Italy. Became a movie star over there and had fun doing that shit. And then at one point he came back. This great story. He came back for some boxing thing where they were recognizing legends in the sport. And Sugar Ray was there, and Sugar Ray sent somebody over there. Said, Mr. Hagler, I'm speaking on behalf of Sugar Ray Leonard. He said, they can do, you know, Hagler Leonard part 2 will make millions of dollars and blah, 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 and all this type of stuff. You know, what do you say? He goes, tell Sugar Ray I said get a life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
How fucking nuts is that?
Dude, he's just like, I'm done and you should be done. Enough. Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking. Here's another.
But I understand why Sugar Ray kept fighting too, because like he had like when you look at that guy's story and all of that, like, you know, I understand, you know, that whole background and all the bullshit that happened to him and how he had to keep it inside and stuff. Like, he needed it. He still needed it. And Hagler didn't.
Another great one. Brett Favre goes to the Jets, the Vikings. I'm kidding. It's like one of the worst ones. They had to drag the guy off.
The way his career ended, where he literally looked like, you know, when an old person gets clipped by a cab and they're just laying there and you're like, oh my God, are you all right? Are you all right? Just laying there.
Dude, he was just throwing picks at the end, just getting it crushed.
I don't give a shit. He was still slinging it like he was always a gunslinger. Nobody would run left and throw it back over the middle. I mean, run right and throw it back over the middle to the left like that guy. That guy had a bunch. I think he held the record for most interceptions of all time. He didn't give a fuck.
All right, ready? Let's do it. Worst exits ever. I got Brett Favre. I think they said Willie Mays on the Mets was a brutal one.
Aaron Hernandez. Ray Caruth.
Oh yeah. I think I think you could chalk up Michael Jordan's ending to, even though he was the last year or so in the Wizards, I could have done without. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I'll be honest with you. When you said worst exit, he didn't come to mind.
Okay. Yeah. I guess his is not the worst because he still was competitive and good. Brett Favre for sure was a really bad exit. Tom Brady, dude, I think he needs to just stay away maybe, but I hope, because he's still at the top. So Tom Brady had a good one, which is crazy to say.
An unbelievable one. He retired. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying,
you know, something I don't know?
No, I'm saying him right now staying there 44, if he just doesn't come back, which I don't think he would, is a great one. To not see that.
He ends with still throwing for over 5,000 yards. The guy had no dip.
MVP candidate to the last fucking year he played, and he was 44 years old. It's probably one of the best.
You realize he won the Super Bowl every other year since 2014? He won 2014, 2016, 2018, 2020. This is the first year. This is the first. The seasons, I mean.
Well, the guy went to 10 of them out of 22 years. So the guy was literally in the Super Bowl almost 50% of his career, which is.
He went 7-3 in the Super Bowl.
He went to 10 of them. It was like a playoff weekend for him. It was like a fucking playoff weekend. It's really one of the most craziest things. So I'm trying to think, was there any really bad retiring and then coming back other than boxing? Because boxing has a lot, but no, I guess is Favre the number one?
Oh, you mean retiring? But Favre didn't retire and come back. Did he?
He never. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he like retired and then went to the.
No, I think the Packers wanted him to retire a Packer, and he just wanted to keep playing. I don't know. There's something about those guys. It's unfair me for what I do for a living that I can just keep doing it. That Paul, I got look at if you had to retire at 38 as a comedian, how bad would you be hanging on? Telling jokes in Turkey. Or wherever they have those basketball leagues.
Yeah. No, I know. It's easy for us to say, but that's why Barry Sanders just was ahead of it, man. The guy was just fucking ahead of it. He was just like, nah, I'm not doing it.
All right. Well, Paul, let's get ahead of this one and fucking end this thing because I got Club Soda Kenny's coming. Oh, he's out here, man. We're going to go grab some lunch.
Oh, you should have got Club Soda on the podcast. Hi, Paul. I always wanted to be on anything better.
I have to say you're looking effervescent this morning.
Oh, I love Club Soda Kenny.
If anybody wants to see the top worst athletes, there's an article. It's called Brett Favre and the 10 Worst Sports Retirements.
Look at that.
He made the title.
Dude, he was like gray. And
hey, you know who dodged a bullet? Dan Marino. Dan Marino for half a second entertained, I believe, going to the Vikings. And then he was like, nah, I don't want to do that. And I think there's just something about that one uniform just makes you, they never get you in that last uniform.
Derek Jeter, there was a flirting thing for a second about him playing with Tampa Bay Rays. And it was because he lived down there and it would have just been, I mean, dude, I got one. I hate to say this one, but I've talked about it many times. Patrick Ewing wearing the Christmas red and green Supersonics jersey at the Garden was literally one of the most painstaking. It was, I mean, he was in Orlando Magic for a year and then went to the Seattle Supersonics. Standing at the Garden looking at his number in the Raptors was one of the fucking worst thing. It hurts me to say. I'm getting sick saying it.
I'll tell you, old school one, seeing Johnny Unitas on the San Diego Chargers with long hair.
I didn't even
it wasn't
know
like
that.
hippie long, but it was longer. He finally grew out the flat top. Joe Namath on the Rams.
Yeah, that's just, those are terrible.
Yeah, those are some cold cards.
Was Wade Boggs so beloved as a Sox that it didn't matter he went to the Yankees, or it did? No, but it wasn't.
If we didn't win all those World Series, I can't even believe I can say that as a Red Sox fan. But if we didn't win all those World Series, if we didn't, win the way we won in 04, yeah, it would have been part of the story. It's like that Aaron Boone thing never really took root because it wasn't around long enough. But like, I remember Dennis Leary doing jokes about that. Wade Boggs riding on a fucking police horse around Yankee Stadium, and it got huge laughs. Oh, when I was doing Comics Come Home in the 90s, and that was getting like huge laughs and like, about being a Red Sox fan. It just doesn't even, those jokes don't even make sense anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah, because you guys, yeah. All right, well. What?
You are a Yankee fan. You just go, yeah, because you guys, yeah.
You guys won. You guys won. You won in great. You won in brutal fashion to me.
And you know what, Paul? We're never going to catch you. So who gives a shit? All right.
That
you
Dave,
got yours, and we have our. I want us to win one more, so we got 10. At least we'll be in double digits.
Do you want to know what the dagger was? The dagger was Dave Roberts' stolen base.
Paul, you don't need to tell me that, Paul. I've watched those highlights enough times.
That was before you. That was games before you won. But that thing that happened, I go, oh boy, there's a shift. I started lying to myself after that one.
No, dude, you guys were up 3-0. Even though that happened, it was still the Red Sox. I was still going like, okay, runner in scoring position. Nobody thought that ball was going to go up the fucking middle.
What did you do when you won? What was your reaction when you won the World Series? Whether it was bigger against the Yankees,
when I won it, when the Red Sox won,
when you guys won it for the first time in your life, like, were you relieved? Were you like this? Like, what was that?
It was fucking awesome. I was with my agent at the time, William Morris. We were in our Upper West Side bar. I had my shit on. I'm surprised I didn't get beat up. I was walking down Central Park West just going, woo! Woo! And those New Yorkers going, shut the fuck up!
Yeah, dude. I was in.
And I was going, World Series champs, baby! 1918! Woo!
That's the best.
As much as if I couldn't have been in Boston or St. Louis and actually seen it, to be in New York City, I went out to a fucking bar. There's a picture of me hammered, and I'm like, I have a drink, and I'm like this, number one thing, just fucking hammered. Fucking hammered. And I just remembered
that's great.
The next day, me and Bobby walked down, and we went down to the New York Yankees souvenir shop. I think this is after we beat you guys. No, it was after we won the whole thing, because we're like, well, we can't go in if we lose the World Series because they'll still say 1918. We waited till we beat you guys, and we went into the souvenir shop that's in Midtown with our Red Sox stuff on, and just came in with shit-eating grins and just talking to the guys. And the guy goes, whatever, man, we got 26. And Kelly was just going like, yeah, but there's always going to be that smudge, dude. That smudge of an asterisk that you're the only fucking team that was up 3-0 and fucking blew it, dude. And I was like, all right, Bob, take it easy. Because, Bob will go hard.
Oh, he goes, yeah, Bobby will go fucking hard.
Yeah.
That's great. I remember when the Giants kicked a field goal in 4-degree weather in the NFC Championship in 2007. I was at Cleveland Hilarities. I run off stage. I go, what's the score? And I just sat there, and fucking audience members were watching me watch. And I was on the phone with Stacy, and it was delayed. So Stacy goes, it went in. And then all of a sudden, a second later, it goes in. It was like 9 degrees in Cleveland. I run out of Hilarities, and I just go, yes. And these guys just go, shut the fuck, get the fuck out. I was like, all right.
Yeah, you got to watch out. I mean, I'm surprised. I was by myself because my agent go, all right, I'll see you later. We hugged each other. Yeah. And I walked away like walking with Boston, their road jersey, the gray with the red Boston, walking around going, woo!
You were hammered?
Hammered, Paul. I was just beginning. I remember that. And it was just like, believe it or not, the Red Sox are 2004 world champions. And just to hear that as opposed to, and the Mets win it. Oh, God, that was the call that always got.
Oh,
pounding ball gets behind the bag, and the Mets win it. It's just like, oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, that was the one, dude. Fuck Bucky Dent. I could not watch a night game. Anytime the Mets played at night, every time I saw Shea Stadium and I just saw the outside, like the outfield, it always took me back to 86. And I went to Shea Stadium one time and I made sure it was a day game because I couldn't be there at night. That's how sports scars I had. And I remember sitting there with my accountant at the time. And I go, look at that right there. I was pointing to first base. I'm like, right there. That's where it happened. Right there. And that's where that fucking old lady was sitting doing this. Like, I thought, like, that series was so goddamn vivid. Like, I got to be honest with you, Paul. Like, how we fucking choked in 78 was nothing like 86. We had 2 outs, a full fucking count, and it was like we gave up 9 singles in a row. And I remember just sitting there like there's no fucking way. Not even they could do this. And I remember I was watching over my buddy Mitch's house, his condo, right? And we were just sitting there in just disbelief. We didn't say anything. We didn't curse or anything. And I remember I was young enough to be like, whatever, we'll get them tomorrow. We'll get them game 7. Then we were up 3-0 in game 7. And we still managed to fuck that one up. And I just remember that was such a shock that I remember in 1988, I finally let it out. I was working in a warehouse. And I just went like, I can't fucking believe they fucking lost that. And my buddy started cracking up, going, what are you talking about? I'm like, game 6. He goes, you're thinking about that now? I was like, yeah. I was just thinking about that. Like, what? How the fuck do you lose that? I remember they said to Clemens one time, what's the most amazing thing you ever saw? And he said, us losing game 6. Like, that was just like, it was literally, that was the only time I've ever, like, since I was a little boy, believed in ghosts. It was like, there's literally a force that does not want us.
No, when you say sports scars, every single time I'm either in the garden with my kids or my son or family, or when I'm there with a friend, every time we're in a tight game at the garden, my mind just goes every time. Their star's going to hit a 3 to break our hearts. And 9 times, it almost, when we win a close one, I go, I walk out of there like with this relief of like, all right, let's just get to the car. It's like, it's fucking.
Yeah, it's not joy.
No, it's not. It's not like, yeah, I knew we were going to do it. It's like, oh my God, who's going to hit it? When look at the documentary, when Reggie hits those 3s, if you look at all the Knicks fans behind they're like, they did what you did when you went, oh my God. It's just this heart sinking. It's like a scar. It's like a mental scar. And now we're fucking in the tank again. So it's what it is, but that's a whole other fucking.
Well, I try to tell you every year. Death, taxes, and hopeful Knicks fans in November. Dude, I text you and I text talent.
No, but last year we made the playoffs. We were the 4th seed, and then we went back to the shitter, dude. It's never.
Well, you're like, it's like watching a battered woman keep going back to that same relationship.
Well, what am I gonna do? I fucking love them. Love.
Get a little self-esteem, Paul, and get some self-worth. Start rooting for these teams that are buying the title, like the Lakers and the fucking the Warriors.
Wouldn't you be sick if the next podcast we did, you just saw me wearing a Brooklyn Nets hat? Ugh, even the thought of it.
You think I'm not being serious? All right, Paul, I got to get going because Club Soda's going to be here.
I do too. I mean, my kids are fucking home. All right, guys. This has been Anything Better podcast. We will see you guys next week.